Hi, this is Victor B again, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new subscriber, you can hit on the subscribe button. This is a page where we teach about marketing that will make you understand marketing very well so that you can apply to your business. So in the previous video that we uploaded, if you haven't watched it, you can click on the link above and you'll see there. If you haven't watched it, you can or if you don't see it there, you can look through our videos. That's like the second video that we uploaded. We describe marketing not in the way that it would be described in school. We described it in a way that is practical, in a way that it's that you can imagine it. So now after the description of marketing, when I was describing it, there were some mix that I called the price, product, price, place, and promotion. These are the four marketing mix that are very popular. The four marketing mix. So whenever you hear someone say the marketing P's, these are the four marketing P's that someone might be talking about. So what's the definition of a marketing mix? A marketing mix is basically the things that we combine to deliver value to the customer at a very affordable price, or at a price that the customer can afford and can buy, and that will have maximum satisfaction. So these marketing P's are integral to forming every marketing campaign that will be coming up with. These are important whether you run a small store, whether you run a boutique, whatever kind of business that you run, whether you're a salesperson. These marketing mix are important. So now we're going to break down this marketing mix, but we're going to start from the products, like I told you. The products, when you talk about the products, in every product that you're talking about, every product has features, and features could be, for example, the iPhone. Let me use the iPhone for example. The iPhone has wonderful camera, very beautiful aesthetics, and it has the iCloud. There are a lot of features that the iPhone has that differentiates it from the Android and differentiates it from every other phone in the market. That makes it one of the best-selling phones in the whole world. So these features are very, very important for every product, be it can water, be it shoes, be it everything. The feature is very important, and these features are where the innovations are created from. Innovations can be created from everything, from all the marketing P's. But if you could add a little bit of innovation in your product, or a little bit of something that is different from another product, your product would be much better, would do much better in the marketplace, because people always enjoy seeing new things, new things, that not just new things for the sake of it being new, but new sake for the sake of it solving the problems, like we talked about, solving the needs and the wants of the customers. So this product has the features, the quality. What kind of quality does your product have? Is it the superior quality? Is it the medium quality? Is it the low quality? Because every kind of quality has its own target market. For example, there are some products that are just for a one-time use, and people don't actually care about the quality. They just want to get this thing and use it at the cheapest price possible. There are products that people are much more concerned about the price than the quality. So you'll have to know the quality of the product. Now the branding, this is where the logo, the packaging, the etc comes in. These are also very integral parts of your brand or your product. Now this packaging and branding has transcended to not just your product's physicality, your product being seen physically. It has now transcended to online, your online the way your online page looks like, the way you put out your designs, your everything. It just has this effect on people's mind, and it affects everything. So you'll have to put very careful in choosing your color, your brand color, your brand image, your brand. These are things that we'll talk about with time. We'll explain the different kinds of colors and what they mean in different places, and what they mean according to the kind of branding that you want to do, so you can have ease with choosing your colors. And we might even teach you how to create a little bit of logo, because these things we are teaching is practically for you to learn. So now on the packaging and the branding, then the service and the warranties. These are things that you add to your products that would make it different, that will make it a success in the marketplace. If you think on this properly, then the pricing should be something that these influences the pricing. If you could create a unique feature that Let me give you an example. I have a boss. There's a boss. My boss has when the in the 2000 early 2000 and early 1990s, there was a product that he saw. It was a stove, a micro, an oven, and this oven was a student oven. Most of you might know it. It's a student not oven, student gas cooker. It's a table gas cooker whereby you just keep it, and there were things like that before. A lot of persons had that before, but the innovation that my boss put into this product was because the socket, it's usually two sockets, but my boss added three sockets, which is something that is very much popular in Nigeria. We usually use three sockets instead of two, and just because of that product innovation, his products was moved like wildfire. So that's also a product. So product innovation can be the simplest thing that you can add to your product. If it's a boutique, it could be the line that you put on your trouser. If it's a shirt, the way you put on the collar neck. If it's children's shoe, it could be the kind of, it's everything. Always think about every product that you're selling, everything that you're promoting. Always think about what would differentiate me, or what would differentiate this my product from the others in the market. What is my unique selling proposition? This unique selling proposition can be formed from all these marketing mix, but if you could imbibe one or two things into the future, it would make these other ones easier for you. So that's where the innovation, that's where the research, that's where the every other thing come from, which we'll talk about. Now, the pricing strategy. There are a lot of different pricing strategy that we'll talk about in depthly soon. And there is there is the pricing, the allowance, the discounts, there is the payment terms. All these things work together just to get your product to the customer and for you to exchange value with the customer. That is the purpose. So now the product gets to the place are the channels, the markets, the coverage, the location. The place is the place that you can go and pick up your products. The place is the website that you order your product from and then it gets delivered to you. The place is the kiosk that you walk in. The place is the ShopRite, the Raban, any kind of store, the mom and pop stores that that is the place where these products, and these are the marketing channels, these are part of the marketing mix. These are the things that we are created for the purpose of marketing in order to satisfy your need and your wants. And when these things are put in store, there is no way that something is in the store if it is not promoted. So this promotion is where most persons think marketing is, because it's mostly what persons see. And it's the sexy part of marketing. It's where the advertising agencies start from. Is where the digital marketing guys do. It's just a sexy part that most persons see. And the internet has democratized advertising. It has made it so simple. Because I must tell you, in early 1990s, 2000, if you were a business person and then you have a business and you want your product to be known all over, there are different channels that you could use, which is the local newspaper or the international newspaper, which would not be very cheaply, or the niche newspapers, or then the television or the radio, which these things are there, but they are not mostly utilized by small businesses. It's mostly by big businesses, so the prices are very on the top-notch side. But now with the internet and with Facebook advertising, with blogs, with etc., we could promote this thing at a fraction of what it cost previously. And that is why it's a sexy part, and that is why you should learn it, and that is why you should know how to do it. So now the sales promotions, this is quite an interesting part of the promotional mix, because it's popular, but it's not as popular as advertising. This is where you see those things that tell you buy 2 cartons, get 1 free. Buy 2, get 1 free. Buy 3, get 1 free. Buy so especially promotional for trading, for retailers and for resellers. Buy so amount and you get a trip to Dubai. Buy so amount and then you get this cash reward. These are promotions. These are incentives to make you buy more, to make you part more money for the product. These are just there are strategies to make you spend more. And it's not just, it's your benefit and the company's benefit as well, so no one is actually losing. So, but these are you'll have to really think deep on sales promotions that you'll be running that would make people want to buy your product. There are a lot of them. There are a lot of them. You could combine a lot of different products. You could give discounts that in the pricing. You could give payment terms. So you could give payment terms. You could buy now, pay 20%, and then pay the rest subsequently. These are marketing mix strategies. So if you understand these 4 marketing P's, I must tell you, if you have a product and then you think on these, the features, the features, the quality, the branding, packaging, the pricing strategy, the pricing allowance, discounts, you think on all these things, believe me, you will have a bestseller. Because this exactly is what big companies, the multinational companies that you see, the Nivea, MTN, Glo, they think on all those things, and you shouldn't be an exception. You should also think of your product and your company, that you're going to build a very big company, and you're going to, you're really, really into this for the long haul. So now, when you thought about this sales promotion is everywhere. Glo does it, MTN does it, Nivea does it. It's everywhere. Now the advertising is something that you should never get tired of. Big companies don't get tired of advertising. Companies that want to succeed never get tired of advertising. And when advertising is done properly, it's not a waste of money. Because every money spent on advertising, when it's done properly, you get your money back. Because there are different kinds of advertising, which I'll talk about. We'll break all these things down. There is advertising that's meant to increase the brand value of the company. There's advertising that it means for direct sales. You do this advertising exactly to promote a product to get a sale. And there is advertising that is used for brand building, for people to know your brand. But we'll talk about this. They're in stages. So now the PR. The PR is to have a good public relation. You're good in terms with your community, the police, the customers, CSR, you do all customer social responsibilities. These things are important for your product to move effectively. There's this company called Tom Shoes. You might have heard of it. It was Tom Shoes. It was founded by a guy in the US. His strategy is quite brilliant, because it's a simple shoe. It was a simple shoe, and this shoe is a shoe that you just put in. There's no tie, something to tie the shoe. It's just a very simple shoe. But this guy was able to combine. It was an innovative shoe, but it wasn't something very popular. This one was able to combine the future and the PR. That's the CSR. Coin the CSR from this in order to have a multi-million-dollar company. See what he did here. He created this shoe, and then he traveled to somewhere. I think I don't know this country exactly, but he traveled to somewhere, and then he realized that most persons do not have a shoe. And then when he came back to America, he was creating designs for a shoe, and he had the simplest design. And then he created the design, and the shoe was very nice, easy to wear, and very comfy. And then he thought, okay, now how am I going to promote this product to people? What's going to be my unique selling proposition? What this guy did was, it was something new then. It wasn't very popular. This guy said, any shoe that anybody buys, because he knows his cost, let's say he knows his cost, he has done the calculations properly. Any shoe that anyone buys, there are millions of persons in, let's say for example, India, or let's say for example China, let's say for example in the north, anywhere in Nigeria, that do not have shoes that they wear. I've been there. That's what he said. And if you buy one shoe from us, Tom's, we're going to give out one shoe to someone. So by invariably buying one shoe from us, you are donating one shoe to another person. It's brilliant, and people were really touched. Here, people were touched here to patronize Tom's because they want to do something good. Because the truth is, everyone wants to do good. But if you could tap your product into that, you have a landslide. It's just the truth. So that's one of the strategies that someone employed this to have the best-selling shoe, Tom's. You can Google it, and this is the shoe, this is the name, this is the company. So now the next one is the direct marketing. Direct marketing is the selling marketing directly in order to get a lead or or a sale from a direct customer. It's made easier with the email marketing, with the Facebook advertising, with the Google advertising. It's made easier right now in this century. The purpose of this is to get a result immediately. You're not going to wait for specific number of months or weeks. You're going to be seeing the result immediately. So that's direct marketing, reaching directly to your target customer. So now the second one is content creation. Content creation it's something that has been around for a while, but now because of the prevalence of TikTok in the internet, it's getting quite a traction. Because if you realize, most products that were successful weren't successful by advertising. There were products that we started associating with because of where we saw it. Maybe a movie, it was acted in a movie, series of movies, and then that's content creation. And then we started associating ourselves with that product, and that made us fall in love with the product. There are toys that were promoted basically with a movie. The Father Christmas concept was promoted basically by Coca-Cola and through movies. It was created by Coca-Cola. We'll get to that point when we get to case studies. So these are the 4 marketing P's: the products, the price, the place, and the promotions. These marketing P's would contain most of the things that we'll discuss throughout this marketing. And if you understand these things, you should have learned, I must say, 30% of everything you need to know about marketing. And with time, we'll break these things down in a way that you'd understand. So we'll see in the next video, and I hope you learned a thing or two from this one. Thank you, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And you can tell me what you think or tell me what you learned in the comment section, and I'll be very happy. Thank you very much.